Hi, I'm the founder of Cigar TV, Cody Meyer.
Spencer Landry, in the humidor employee. What are you
So-
puffing on, Cody?
That's what I was going to ask you.
Don Braulio Churchill. Don Braulio comes $20.25 a bundle. But
Alright.
what's so interesting about it is you've got a mixed filler in between here and there, and the bundle will run you about $59.99. But it's a good cigar. It's a
Yeah.
well-made cigar. The construction's great. The whole cigar is Nicaraguan, including the filler, the binder,
Mhm.
and the wrapper. And what's really cool about the cigar is, you know how sometimes when you pop the band, it pulls a leaf of tobacco off?
Yes.
That is very rare with this cigar. The band's a light paper. It's not a real heavy. It doesn't stick. The flavors that you get out of this are very nice. I bought the band on mine just because I can.
Yeah, I always hate it whenever, like, you try to pop it off nice and clean, like, and then it rips some of the leaf off.
Yeah,
Because it kind of tears away the binding.
you get in
to
wrapper
the-
leaves, usually generally, unless it's heavier Maduros, the wrapper leaves are very thin. And with the thin wrapper leaf, what you can do when you take that off is you can tear a big part of that off and your cigar is going to be fucked or screwed up throughout the rest of the cigar.
Yeah,
I've
noticed
you don't
that.
want that. That's the really bad part. The thing that really stands out about this one, I'd say, is you kind of get an earthy profile, but you also get kind of a sweetness, kind of like a wasabi-ish flavor.
I noticed that aftertaste of wasabi myself. Also, before I started smoking on this cigar, there was like a slight smell of tea leaves,
Yes,
which I really like when I grab a cigar, and it has that distinct smell of tea leaves too.
it does. Even before you light it up, you notice that immediately, just right there.
Yeah.
You notice that. So that's an important thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. That really, for a bundle cigar at a good price, it's really a nice stick. Don Braulio's good. Blended by Benny Gomez out of Miami, friend of ours, good guy, great stuff. He also was the creator of the original Havana Sunrise blend, which when we get that, put that up here too.
All right.
This is definitely a cigar that's worth smoking, so I think y'all should pick up a bundle.
Now, mine's a little stiff, but that's usually because sometimes I accidentally wrap cigars a little too tight.
Yeah,
But-
especially when you're dealing with the mixed filler, they're going to wrap it a little tighter.
Yeah.
As you get a little short fill in here, but it's sectioned out pretty nice. It's mixed in together, so you don't get the short fill at one end along with the other. Sometimes they'll put the long here and you'll be burning the short filler, but what they usually do is they put the short here and you're chewing on that.
Mhm.
You don't want that getting in your teeth. You get that in your teeth a lot and you don't floss it out, it can contribute to gingivitis.
That's always some good information to know. If you like to chew on your cigars, make sure to floss your teeth so you can avoid gingivitis.
Absolutely. That's what I'd recommend.
Alright, well, I think that sums up the cigar that we're having today. Y'all should come down to In the Humidor if you're in Texas. It's here in
Carrollton, Texas.
Carrollton, Texas. And see what they have in stock, because they usually have a pretty good supply of interesting cigars with really great prices.
Yeah, we do. We pride ourselves on a variety.
Alright, well, that does it for me tonight, so stay smoky, my friends.